Okay, so we're just going to do a sequence of poses that just helps to lift your energy, especially if you've been a bit unwell or just been a bit tired, maybe not sleeping. So these are just ways of reviving your energy. So just simple poses just for quietness. So get your bolster, get your blocks and your blanket. The blanket folded from underneath your head. Blocks underneath your feet. And then just get yourself ready. Just release down into the floor. So just enjoy these first couple of moments of total release into the ground. Just feel that you are comfortable, you're warm enough. If the room is too bright, then cover your eyes with a little eye pillow or a flannel or a little blanket, just something that takes the light out of your eyes to help you to relax. Observe how your body makes contact with the ground. Observe how the legs connect to the ground, to the bolster, to the blocks. Does it feel like they're in the right position? Does it feel like it gives you the comfort you need to completely relax your legs? If it doesn't feel like the bolster, for example, is in the right place, then move the bolster. Move your legs, just find that perfect spot of comfort. Feel how your back connects to the ground. Feel how your shoulders connect to the ground. Feel how your arms, the back of the neck and the head connect to the floor. Focus on long, slow, deep, deliberate breaths. Allowing the in-breath to expand the chest, allowing the chest to move with the breath. Draw your attention into your feet and your shins. Allow them to become heavy on the ground. Observe the kneecaps and consciously soften them. Observe the thighs as they rest into the bolster and the floor. Allow your legs to become heavy. Let the thighs sink into the floor. Let the shins sink into the bolster, the feet sink into the blocks. Let the whole of the legs release into the floor. Let them become heavy. Observe your hips and let the hips relax into the floor. Allow the legs to completely relax into the floor. Relax into the extent where they begin to feel light on the inside. Let the hips sink into the ground, becoming heavy. Allow the abdomen to release towards the floor. Let the abdomen become heavy into the ground. Let the seat bones become heavy into the ground. Let the chest release into the floor. Release around the pelvis and the abdomen and the chest. Let the front of the chest sink into the back of the chest. Soften the bones. Let the legs and the arms relax into the ground. focusing on relaxing the shoulders and the neck and the throat and the breath. Relax the arms and the neck and the head. Just allow the skin around the face to soften. Allow the skin around the scalp to soften. Just continuing to fill the lungs satisfyingly and releasing into the floor with the out breath. Just enjoying this feeling of no restriction, no expectation. Just reassuring yourself into the ground, enjoying this feeling of no resistance, no expectation, just here in the moment to be. When you're ready to disturb yourself, just wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, and then bend your knees. Bring your feet onto the bolster, the knees together, the feet apart. And then very gently roll over onto your right side. Just stay down for a breath or two. And then straighten out the top leg, bring yourself up into a seated position. And then just sitting cross legs for a moment, just observe how your energy feels. So we're going to do the mountain brook pose. So this is lovely for shoulders, especially if you've got, stiff shoulders. It's a really nice pose for kind of relieving tension. So if you had your blanket folded like an eighth fold, so bring it into a quarter fold, and then fold that down the middle like that. So you got quite a thick, narrow blanket, and that is going to go underneath your shoulder blades. So you're going to have your head directly on the floor, your shoulder blade's going to go there, you're going to keep the bolster for underneath your knees. So you come down onto your back, the bolster, the folded blanket is underneath the shoulder blades only, and then you just let your arms rest over your head like this. If there's stiffness in your shoulders and it makes your shoulders uncomfortable, then you can put a block underneath your hands. Otherwise, just allow yourself to really open up in the armpit region. So as ever, just adjust until all the equipment feels like it's in the right place and you feel comfortable in the pose. So as ever, once we've come into the sequence, I'll speak less and less as we progress into the sequence so that you're not constantly having to listen, you can just relax in the position. Just continuing to fill the lungs fully and emptying them fully. Okay, bring your arms to the sides of your shoulder, of your chest. Just resting your hands on your lower ribs for a moment. Just resting your arms onto the floor. Bend your knees and roll off your lift and come up into a seated position. Just going to cross legs. Just feel the openness and the freedom around the back and around the shoulders and the energy around your head. That feeling of energetic lightness from the inside. We're going to do our spinal lengthening pose. This is a really lovely pose as well. That will help again just to kind of bring energy. So unfold the blanket so that you're back at your quarter fold, and then unfold the blanket again. And so you've got this long, let's call it a half fold. And then fold it down the middle long ways, and then fold it down the middle long ways again. Try not to get any kind of creases in it, so that it's a long, kind of thin mini bolster for your back. So you're just going to have that down the middle of your mat. You're going to sit not right on top of this. If you've got if you've got hems and stuff, then have that at the head end. So just sit yourself down just in front of your little folded blanket, not right on top of it at this stage, and then just lengthen yourself down along the folded blanket. Get hold of the end and then roll it up just to create a little pillow for your head. And as ever, just observe whether you feel comfortable. Position the bolster so that it feels as though your spine is being lengthened out. So you might have to adjust a couple of times. It's quite a tricky one to get into precisely. So just feel your way into the pose. You'll know you're in the right place when it feels like your spine is being lengthened, like you're on the rack. And then just allow your body to just rest into the floor. As ever, if you discover that you're not comfortable, then just adjust until you are. wiggle your toes, bend your knees, and then very gently roll over onto your side. Just stay down for a breath or two. And then straighten out the top leg. Just come up into cross legs. And just feel the energy along the spine. Just breathe even deep inhalations and exhalations. And then we're going to do the supported child's pose. So just unfold the blanket, just bring it into just a pillow shape, so that kind of 8th fold that you might normally use. If you've got a couple of bolsters, then use one on top of the other. If you've only got one bolster, then use a couple of blocks and then place your bolster on top of that. Or if you've only got a bolster and no blocks, then you can unfold the blanket and then put that over the top like that. So just give yourself whatever equipment you feel like you need. Have the bolster between the two knees and then lift up into the chest and then lengthen yourself along the bolster and then just let the body drape over the bolster. So let your body drape over the bolster. Let your elbows reach down to the floor. Try not to support any weight on your arms, just let the arms hang down. If your elbows are in contact with the floor, then bring them wide enough apart so you're not supporting your weight with your arms. Just let the arms relax. Just lift your head, swap your head to the other side. Resting down into the floor. Swap your head, just rest your head on either side, just giving your neck an even stretch as well. Again, just rest your head on the other side. Your hands underneath your shoulders, push yourself up, sit back on your heels, just observe the energy that you've released. Lightness in the chest and in the head and in the shoulders. And then just move the bolsters, just come back down onto the floor. Just for the last couple of minutes, just back into our basic relaxation pose. The bolster underneath your knees, the blanket underneath your head. You don't need blocks underneath your feet this time unless you really want them there. Just allow yourself to just surrender into the straight line of the floor. Unhook the muscles of the arms and the legs so that the body becomes heavy on the ground. And out of that heaviness comes a distinctive sensation of physical, energetic lightness. It radiates from the bones and into the muscles. Radiating into the organs, including the flesh and the skin. use your in-breath and your out-breath to distribute that feeling of energetic lightness down into the toes, into the fingertips, and up into the top of the head. Just gently wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. And then bend your knees, bring your feet onto the bolster, have the feet apart, the knees together. Just a gentle release into your back. And then draw your knees in towards your chest. Just have a little rock from side to side, from top to bottom. And then gently roll over onto your right side. Just stay down for a breath or two. And then stretch out the top leg, come back up into cross legs. And then bring your hands into Namaste, just a final spinal lift, drawing your breath in through your nose and down into the abdomen. Be conscious of the energy that you have released through your practice. A good, positive, healthy flow of clean energy that the extensions and the relaxation poses bring to the body and to the mind. And then draw your chin down to meet your chest. Just spend a moment to acknowledge the positive energy you've created inside. And then send some of that positive energy out into the world. Very gently release the backs of your hands down towards your knees, palms facing upwards. And as you raise your head, allow your eyes to softly open. And focus to softly come back. Thank you very much. So hopefully you feel like you have really revived your energy and brought good, positive energy into your head and your body for a nice relaxed sleep. So thank you very much.